Watching the typical I'll fake it till I make it channel. Hello, this is Evolving with Etta, and on my channel, we talk about life and relationships. So if you're ready for something real,
So stay tuned.
to evolve is to live.
Hi, this is Evolving with Etta, and this is Memory Lane Monday. So, this is where I take you on a little journey down memory lane. Now we're on, I believe, 2012. We're going to be. Yes, 2012. We're on 2012. So, if I'm going in the right order, this is the year that we did a trip to New York for my brother-in-law's birthday. It's my oldest sister's husband. We stayed at the Marriott Marquis. I know it's called the Marquis, Times Square. And we were way up there. We were up pretty high. It was a super hot day. It was in May, the end of May. And that was it was just like a quick weekend trip, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that. Probably Saturday, Sunday. And we did a little shopping on Fifth Avenue. We went and did like a tour bus ride all throughout the New York. And it was so funny because we were like shopping in a certain area, and then we thought like, oh, well, can we just get off the tour bus and just go here? And it was one of those buses where you could just get off where you saw a particular area where you wanted to shop at. And this was where the heck did we go? It's a weird name because it's like the name of like Century. That's it. Century 21. It's the name of a real estate place. We also went into Century 21 because my older sister went. She and my other sister, they stayed shopping in New York. So they were like, knew, where to get up to do the shopping and all. See, most of the time when we went, and I'll put a little snippet in here, Howard and I would go for my best friend Allison, I've showed in a previous video, used to work at Universal in California. And then they asked her when she moved back east, they asked her to still work, some of the premieres in New York. So fortunately, we went to the premiere for American Gangsters, and we also went to a premiere of Georgia Rules. That's the one that had Jane Fonda, Lindsay Lohan. It was done by, I believe, Gary Marshall or something like that. So this was a picture that Howard got. He was like making sure I got the photo, but was trying to see if they were paying attention. They were so busy talking. I was just like, honey, stay cheese. You're in the picture. So, yeah, that was one of the things that we did. So usually when we go to New York, it's not a lot about shopping. I also went to the restaurant at the time. I don't even know if it's still there because they're no longer a couple that's together. It was called the Neelys. So we also got to hang out at the View restaurant. It's the revolving restaurant at the top of the Marquis Hotel. That was very nice. It didn't revolve quickly, and what was so weird, the center of it did not move. But if you were standing, what happened is we would go to the restroom, so you had to look down on the floor because there's like the outer part of the floor that is the revolving part of the actual floor. But then there's a standard center part that's the center where everything is, like where you would go stairwells, bathrooms, things like that are stationary, and versus the part that was slightly moving. I don't know how the waiters did it. I guess practice makes perfect, and they knew where to step and how to balance themselves. But yeah, that was quite interesting. That was a fun day. It was beautiful. outside was hot, in the early part of the day, but then nighttime it was pretty warm. But I love it when it's warm, so it was grand and perfect. So it was a really good weekend. But we saw the diaper man, the cowboy. I guess I should say the cowboy, whatever. I forget what they called him, but he was not the diaper man. The diaper man, yeah, that was Vegas. The cowboy in his drawers with the guitar. I just, New York is eclectic, and it's just as crazy as downtown Vegas. So downtown Vegas to me is a lot of worse, but it still isn't. It was interesting to see him standing in the middle of all these people in his drawers with his cowboy hat and his guitar. So that was in May. Then we decided to, as I've said before, we have taken many trips to Vegas. We have taken many trips to Virginia Beach, and this is one of the years we did both. So it was around June. We definitely took Howard's grandkids to Virginia Beach that year, and they were so tiny. Oh my gosh, they're like grown now. They're in college now. So when I looked at these photos, I'm like, oh, look at the babies. And he's a big kid. So he's in his heaven when he was with them. He loves his grandchildren. So we had a great time. And they're water babies too. So they stayed in the water. They stayed in pools, the beach. Yeah, they stayed in that sand, and that sand stayed in them. So we had a great time hanging out with them. And I'm sitting on the sideline watching all our stuff, filming and photographing everybody as they carry on. So that was just fun for me. That's how I enjoy beach time in the summer down in Virginia Beach. We went miniature golfing, eating, movies. It's a lot to do in Virginia Beach, which is why we love it so much. Then I believe it was July. Yes, one of my nieces turned 30. 10 years ago. One of my nieces, she turned 30, and it was her very first time ever going out to Vegas. And Mama Bear was like, "Oh no, we have roamed Vegas a little bit, so we're going too." So by that time, I don't know, we've been to Vegas a couple times or whatever, but it was our very first time staying at the Cosmopolitan. So that pool was everything. I enjoyed staying. I mean, it was huge, super, super long. They actually had two separate areas. They had two separate pools. I think they have three or four now. But yeah, that first one that we went to, that was like huge, super, super big and long. And then the other one was just more like a hangout spot. It was more like if you wanted to sit around and eat and drink. So we just mainly went and hung out at those pools during the day. I think we met up a few different times at each other's pools. We went to where she stayed, and then she came to where we stayed. And then we took our nice little trip downtown Vegas. And like I said, it was our first time there. So we hung out in one of the restaurants, and we hung out, where they were doing live concerts. And you could, walk around with your alcohol and everything down there. So she got one of those really long, big old crazy plastic things with a long straw. So they sit around and just get lit all day long. And believe me, that she would call us in the morning, like, "Are y'all coming now? Are y'all going to meet us?" We're still on East Coast time. So she was out early in the morning, out late at night. I don't know why we love Vegas in July and August. We just do. The hottest months to go, but that is how we've always gone. So it is what it is. Yeah, we also tried out that, I want to say, Ghost Bar. It was called. It was at the very top of the Palms Hotel. It's the rooftop. They have an indoor, but we all always sat at the outdoor. We would sit over on the little bench area right near where the bartender was set up. That's the very first time I ever heard somebody speak of Red Bull in their drink. We also had her birthday celebration at PF Chang. Yeah, because I remember them packing up our food really nice and neat. PF Chang's food is very good. I think we always going to enjoy going back to that because when we stayed at Planet Hollywood, that was like so nice. That was a great. That's it for Memory Lane Monday. Just wanted to share our flashback and hope you've enjoyed going down memory lane with us. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I am on the road to 500. Actually, I'm on the street, not just the avenue, the road. I'm on that street. So within no time, I shall be there. So I just hope that you come along with me for the ride and enjoy what you're seeing. And for my subscribers and returning watchers, I appreciate you coming in and spending time with me and hanging out with me and enjoying the content that I'm providing. And if there's something in particular that you would like to see from this channel, let me know. Drop down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let me know what you like. More hair stuff, like my channel is definitely a variety of things. So let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for hanging. Bye-bye.
To evolve is to live.